Let's now turn our focus to the Vatican, where former Pope Benedict was laid to rest earlier today. It was the first time in modern history that a pontiff was buried by another. Our next report gets you all the details. Take a look.
Misericordiae Tue, Pater Clementissime.
Gracious Father, we commend to your mercy Pope Emeritus Benedict, whom you made successor of Peter and shepherd of the Church.
This was the first time in modern history that a pontiff was burying his predecessor. This was Pope Francis bidding farewell to former Pope Benedict. In front of thousands of mourners, Benedict passed away on the 31st of December. He was 95 years old and had been keeping unwell for many years. In 2013, Benedict became the first pope in 600 years to resign. The first since Gregory XII in 1415. Benedict led the Catholic Church for fewer than 8 years. After retirement, Benedict retained his papal name, but preferred being Father Benedict. He spent his final years in the Mater Ecclesiae monastery, located within the Vatican Gardens. Earlier today, he was given a funeral similar to that of a reigning pontiff. 60,000 mourners descended to the Vatican's St. Peter's Square. In attendance were 125 cardinals, 200 bishops, and some 3,700 priests. 13 heads of state, the King and the Queen of Belgium. He was buried by Pope Francis, who arrived on a wheelchair and led Catholics in bidding farewell to the former pope. Also delivering a homily comparing his predecessors to Jesus Christ. As pallbearers carried the coffin away at the end of the Mass, a wave of applause erupted. Some people could be heard shouting "Santo subito," meaning "make him a saint now." Three of the last 5 popes have been made saints, but only a third of all pontiffs have been canonized in the last 2,000 years. After the ceremony, the coffin was taken inside the basilica. The coffin was encased in zinc and then sealed in a second casket made from oak. Benedict was laid to rest in a tomb where the first pope, John the 22nd, and then John Paul II were buried before beatification. Benedict was buried with coin and medals minted during his time as pope. Also, the palliums he wore, and a metal cylinder containing a rogito or text describing his papacy.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.